dangerous one. Did no favours for Bevan. Western Bulldogs come hard, but Heath Grundy is there to clean up for Sydney. Barry Hall goes back. Lake with a timely spoil. Now a chance for Murphy. Looking for Johnson, getting into his back. Craig Bolton, no whistle forthcoming. Now they're wrestling. Johnson forces it forward. Kennelly with some problems. Good effort here from the Bulldog skipper to keep it going in their direction. They go off the ground, and the finishing touch is supplied by Welsh.
Well, you called it beautifully, John. He just kept going and going and going. What I loved about that passage of play was this, firstly, the run and carry from Murphy. And he's a hard player to beat one-on-one here, Bolton. And then he had some support in Kennelly. He just keeps fighting it forward, working it forward any way he could here. He worked Kennelly into some pressure. He worked it to Minson. And all of a sudden, the end result was a goal to Welsh. Wonderful perseverance by Brad Johnson.
And of course, when Bolton went to ground, you're out of the game. And Johnson held his feet.
McVeigh kicked the first 2 goals of the game to the bench. 11 minutes played.
It's a great hit.
Second quarter, Western Bulldogs are looking dangerous again.
Good back. That's what you want. Your forward wants the ball, kick the space, and that you call it. It was a great hit. Open it up for the midfield, but more importantly, the forward. As soon as you saw that loose ball go in the middle of the ground, he got on his bike. But this was the key, the kick. The kick here from Jared Howbrow was sensational. Kick the space.
Welsh
just an approach.
Coming in for his second of the term. And the Western Bulldogs have kicked 4 goals in 12 minutes.
Not enough to do that.
If you know that everyone's one-on-one, it's pretty simple.
Barry Hall up to the wing, pushing and shoving with Lake. Third man up. Good mark has been taken here by Dale Morris.
Players do a lot of set pieces during the week now.
Harbrow in traffic. Morris gets it to Ackermanis. Hurriedly onto the left boot. Ted Richards at the back. Free kick going to Welsh, though.
Been a bit lenient the last couple of weeks with hands in the back. Definitely there. Oh, it was nearly 52 the way he threw the ball back.
Well, he's become the danger forward here, Welsh. Let's have a look at this. Both seem to be hooked up. A bit of a push in the hand in the back.
Right hand in the middle of his back.
The bit of all winners are starting to get their hands in the footy here, the Dogs.
He was goalless last week against Carlton for only the 3rd time this season, Welsh. Now looking for his 3rd of the term. Brings it back nicely. The Bulldogs lead by 16 points. Kirk, underground hand pass. O'Keefe with plenty of options. Wants to stay in the corridor, though. Measures it for Barry Hall. Murphy bravely awarded the mark.
Barry thought it was his mark.
Murphy with a hand pass. They go deep. Kennelly caught behind. Welsh too strong in the contest.
Well, Ty Kennelly will learn from that when he watches the review during the week. He found the body too early, and then it allowed Welsh to have a real run and jump at the ball. We just see here, Kennelly tries to find the body, and he found it too early. He saw the momentum, but it didn't put Welsh offline at all.
Let's get down to Lee Colbert on the boundary line.
Yes, boys, as you mentioned, spot on there with Welshie. Danny got the body on him early and was able to take the mark.
Well, he kicked 3 goals in a 13-minute spread during the second quarter, Welsh. And this one starts right, brings it back and gets the goal. Back enough with the flight of the ball. And the Western Bulldogs will look to defuse the situation. Gilby puts his foot on the accelerator, has support at close quarters, but is looking a little deeper than that. Going to take Ted Richards on in a foot race. Disposal let him down, but it clean bowled Kennelly. Griffin did that well, taps it to his own advantage. 48 and closing, keeps it low. They contest in the goal square. The live wire. It's Welsh wheeling around, looking for 5. He gets it.
Brian Griffin put the afterburners on again. I think the footwear's been a little bit of an issue at the Sydney Swans today. So Ty Kennelly, just watch him slip just on the outside of the pitch. Not sure whether he got the long sprigs on, but it's cost his team a goal. And when Ryan Griffin gets the ball in that area of the ground, great recovery here from Welsh. Again, kept his feet. Lewis Roberts-Thompson slips also. So I think Paul Roos every right to ask the players, did they wear stops for this game?
on someone's head, but they thoroughly deserved their win today.
And the Western Bulldogs do prevail. They get their first win in Canberra in 4 years, and more importantly, they retake second spot on the AFL ladder.
Scotty Welsh, I thought he was outstanding, kicking 5 goals, and especially 3 in the second quarter. We'll head down to Lee Colbert, who's got the man of the moment.
Scotty, sensational today, mate. 5 goals yourself, but a big win for you boys.
Yeah, it was a great win. It's a big challenge for us. You know, last quarters haven't been all that great, and you know, I think, well, I don't know if we won, but we maybe outscored probably 1 goal. But you know, to do the job was really good.
You must be pleased to play in this sort of forward line. It's pretty versatile. You change around, you get a chance to play up the ground and also a chance to play out of the goal square.
Yeah, it's great. It's you know, adding a string to your bow, moving up the ground and going back. There's so many quality players down there. It's good to rotate, and you know, it's working well. We've been down a couple of weeks, but you know, hopefully it's up from here.
The midfields, they pump the ball in there pretty good. There's some guys that have got pretty slick skills, so it must be nice to get on the end of it. And you and Ben Hudson seem to be enjoying yourselves at your new club.
Yeah, Harry's doing really well, and you know, players like Jared Harbrow, you know, he hit me two times down there, so it was great. And you know, Crossy and Bordy, they work so hard, and it's just great having them in the team, so it's really good.
Mate, outright second tonight, so all the very best, and hope you have a good final series.
Cheers. Tough.